Have you ever realized that life rarely goes according to the plan you made? That no matter how much you map out your future, the world has its own ideas. Life in 2025 has been a lot like that. At the start of the decade, people everywhere believed they could predict their futures. In the United States, ambitious young adults aimed for financial independence before 30, believing that if they just worked hard enough, invested wisely, and followed every rule of success, the world would reward them exactly as they expected. In Europe, people dreamed of remote work, endless travel, and freedom that would allow them to live anywhere while working everywhere. In Asia, millions were obsessed with staying ahead of AI, mastering skills at lightning speed, and ensuring that no technology could ever replace them. And across Africa, Latin America, and other parts of the world, the common theme was stability, predictability, and control. People wanted security, certainty, and the comforting idea that if they planned well enough, the future would cooperate. But life, as it often does, laughed at those plans. Inflation rose faster than anyone anticipated. Jobs disappeared almost overnight, replaced by technology or rendered obsolete by shifting markets. Climate events disrupted entire communities, changing the way people lived and worked. Global health crises reminded the world that nothing is permanent, nothing is guaranteed, and no plan can survive reality untouched. Those who had mapped every step, tracked every goal, and built schedules for decades ahead, suddenly found themselves adjusting on the fly, wondering how everything had gone so differently than expected. The people who thrived in 2025 weren't the ones who had the perfect plan. They were the ones who embraced uncertainty. They weren't the most rigid, most disciplined, or most organized. They were flexible, curious, and willing to pivot when life demanded it. They didn't see change as an obstacle. They saw it as a signal, an opportunity, a clue that the world was asking them to grow. And that shift in mindset, moving from control to adaptation, from certainty to possibility, is what has defined the global thinking of 2025. Look around, and you can see it. Entrepreneurs in Lagos are creating solutions that use AI to solve everyday problems, not just to make a profit, but to improve lives. In Seoul, creators are building communities that connect people across continents, leveraging technology to form bonds that were impossible a decade ago. In Berlin, startups are innovating not just for financial gain, but to create products and systems that actually enhance human life. The future, it seems, is not reserved for the ones who plan perfectly. It belongs to those who can navigate uncertainty with courage and clarity. This is a universal lesson. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what your background is or how much security you thought you had. The 2025 mindset is global, because the forces shaping our world are global. Technology doesn't care about borders. Climate events don't check passports. Economic shifts impact communities thousands of miles apart almost simultaneously. And for the first time in history, information moves faster than most people can even process. To thrive in this environment, the only constant you can rely on is your own ability to adapt, learn, and grow. But what does this mean for you, for me, for everyone watching right now? It means that the most important skill in life is no longer mastery of a single discipline, a single job, or a single plan. It means resilience, emotional intelligence, curiosity, the ability to read signals no one else notices, the ability to act decisively when everyone else is frozen by fear or uncertainty. The world isn't rewarding rigid discipline anymore. It's rewarding those who can pivot, those who can listen, those who can create solutions in real time, even when nothing seems certain. And yet, even as this reality takes hold, there's something profoundly human about the struggle to plan. We want certainty because it feels safe. We want control because it feels secure. We want predictability because it soothes the fear that life might just surprise us, and not always kindly. But the truth is, life is designed to surprise us, to challenge us, to push us to a place where the old rules no longer apply. The sooner we accept that, the sooner we can stop resisting, and the sooner we can learn to ride the waves instead of fighting them. Imagine someone who, in 2020, had their life perfectly plotted out. They had a career trajectory, a set of goals, a vision board, and a timeline. By 2025, some of those goals are obsolete. Some opportunities vanished, and yet, some doors opened that they never could have imagined. And the person who succeeds is the one who notices those doors, the one who steps through them without hesitation, the one who is willing to let go of what no longer serves them and embrace what is possible. This doesn't just apply to careers. It applies to relationships, to health, to personal growth. In 2025, the people who thrive in relationships are those who adapt to change, communicate openly, and recognize that love, trust, and connection are not fixed, they are dynamic. In health, those who adjust their habits, who listen to their bodies, who learn from mistakes, and who pivot from harmful patterns are the ones who experience lasting well-being. And in personal growth, those who are willing to challenge their own beliefs, shed old limitations, and step into uncomfortable truths are the ones who evolve fastest. There's a lesson here that's worth sharing across continents. Planning is important, but it's not everything. Knowledge is important, but so is application. Dreams are vital, but only if paired with the courage to face reality, adjust, and take action in the face of uncertainty. The 2025 mindset teaches that life will rarely go according to your script, but the right mindset, flexible, curious, resilient, can turn chaos into opportunity, fear into growth, and uncertainty into a launching pad for extraordinary outcomes. And here's what makes this even more fascinating. People are starting to see patterns in human behavior that make this shift inevitable. Social media, technology, and global interconnectivity have accelerated the pace of life beyond anything we imagined just a few years ago. News spreads instantly, ideas spread faster than ever, and innovations emerge at breakneck speed. To keep up, humans have had to evolve mentally, emotionally, and socially. Those who cling to old paradigms find themselves left behind, while those who embrace change, who experiment, who fail fast and try again, are moving forward faster than any traditional metrics of success can measure. The mindset that wins in 2025 is not perfection, it is adaptability. It is awareness. It is the courage to question your own assumptions and to pivot when the world whispers or shouts that something must change. It is humility, because no one has all the answers. It is curiosity, because the answers are everywhere if you know how to look. And it is vision, not of what you want to happen, but of what is possible in a world that doesn't follow your rules. For Americans, for Europeans, for Africans, for Asians, for Latin Americans, the message is universal. Stop clinging to the illusion of control. Stop obsessing over the perfect plan. Start paying attention to what is actually happening. Start learning, adapting, and evolving with each twist of fate. Your opportunities are not limited to your city, your country, or even your continent. The world is vast, connected, and moving faster than any one person can predict. The 2025 mindset is the skill to move with it, to see possibilities where others see obstacles, to take action when others hesitate, and to build resilience when everything feels uncertain. And here's the beauty of it. Even in the most chaotic circumstances, even when life seems unfair, the human mind has an extraordinary capacity to adapt. People have done it for centuries. But now, in this moment, the tools are everywhere. Knowledge is accessible in ways unimaginable just a decade ago. Networks connect across oceans in seconds. Innovations can be shared globally in minutes. And yet, the fundamental principle remains the same. Those who thrive are not the ones with the perfect plan. They are the ones who act, who adjust, who persist, and who embrace uncertainty as a teacher rather than an enemy. So if you've ever felt behind, lost, or unsure about your next step, know this. The 2025 mindset is your secret advantage. Stop worrying about falling behind or following the rules of yesterday. Stop fearing change. Start asking questions. Start experimenting. Start observing the signs and start moving. The world isn't waiting for anyone to catch up. But if you can move with it, you can find doors where others see walls. You can find opportunities where others see obstacles. And you can grow faster than anyone who remains stuck in outdated methods of thinking. Life is unpredictable, yes, but it is also beautiful, full of potential, and incredibly resilient. The future is not what you think it will be, but what you decide to make of the present. And in 2025, that decision is the difference between stagnation and progress, between fear and growth, between surviving and truly thriving. So take this message with you. Your plan will never be perfect. The world will never be perfectly predictable. But your mindset can be perfect for navigating the chaos. Embrace flexibility, curiosity, and resilience. Learn to pivot, to act, and to evolve. Listen to the signals the world is sending. And remember, your ability to adapt will define your success far more than any rigid schedule, any plan, or any expectation ever could. Because the truth is, life doesn't reward perfection. It rewards action. It rewards courage. It rewards the people willing to step forward when uncertainty looms, to create when possibilities are unclear, and to grow when the world seems unpredictable. That is the 2025 mindset. That is the way forward. And that is how ordinary people are achieving extraordinary outcomes in a world that refuses to stand still. So the question is simple. Will you cling to your plan? Or will you embrace the wave, learn to surf it, and turn uncertainty into your greatest advantage? Because in 2025, the choice is yours and the world is watching. If this resonates, share it with someone who needs to hear this truth. Remember, the future belongs to those who can adapt, evolve, and embrace the unpredictable. Subscribe, stay curious, and keep learning, because the 2025 mindset is not just a concept. It's the path to thriving in a world that moves faster than ever before.